Hey, how's it going? It's Ryan here from Prop Firms Compared. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made $2,475 on my 300k Apex account or challenge on ES. First of all, if you're in the market for a new Prop Firm challenge, come to our website. You've got our comparison listing here. You can sort by country to make sure you're finding a relevant product depending on where you are. You can filter by steps, size and assets, and you can sort by price as well. We've also got some really good discounts available for this month. With the Blueberry account, you actually get a free account of the same size on payout. So take a look at these and yeah, straight into the trades. So what was I looking for? Let's have a look at the last few days. So we've had, I mean, it's not been completely sideways, but we've had fairly bullish sentiment for the last several sessions. What I like to do at the start of each session is mark out the previous session opens and look at the highs and lows and what's been respected and what's been swept. So what I saw in London session was a sweep of these high time frame lows, so these Asian lows and these, this would have been the previous New York lows. After that sweep of those key levels of liquidity, on the 5 minute we saw pretty sudden displacement to the upside. So for me personally, coming into New York session, I was looking for longs. We swept out high time frame lows, and we started seeing movement to the upside. So the session opened, and because we'd already swept out high time frame lows with this, all I was looking for was a low time frame liquidity sweep. The first thing I look for is a liquidity sweep every single time. And like I say, because we'd already had a high time frame liquidity sweep, sweeping out these 5 minute lows here was enough for me to go, okay, now I'm looking for my entry. So what was I looking for there? We saw some form of movement and displacement to the upside, around here we came up and then came back down. We're in this candle into this order block. So as we came down, we respected it and saw movement out of it, bullish movement out of it to the upside. So just confirm, 5 minute liquidity sweep, a bit of displacement to the upside, breaking structure off of these highs, depending on whether you see a break of structure with a 3 candle pattern or 2 candle pattern, a retracement into this order block here, this down movement, and then respecting it with bullish momentum out. So that was at the point that I took longs. For my stop loss, I can't remember exactly. I think I placed it under this candle here. And for my take profits, I was targeting this high. This high here, this 5 minute high here, this 5 minute high here, and this 5 minute high here. We had a massive amount of liquidity here, relative equal high, so I was pretty certain we were going to hit these at least. So if we see what happened, so we came up, took out these highs. I think I might have brought down the. So whenever I'm targeting highs, I always go a few ticks below the high just to make sure. But that's just a preference. So we went up, took out those straight away. I brought my stop loss to break even wherever it was. We then saw big movement to the upside where no, I think actually I targeted these highs. I can't remember. Either way, take profit 2 was hit straight away, and then what I started doing, I started trailing the remaining stop loss, and unfortunately, due to this candle, I got stopped out. I think around here my stop loss was actually here, but there must have been too many orders or something like that, and I got shit entry or shit exit. which is annoying because it ended up taking all of my take profits, but either way I ended up with $2,475. So again, I'll just go over that very quickly. London session swept out these key levels of liquidity, these high time frame liquidity, and then it saw a displacement to the upside, so I was looking for a continuation off of that. We saw a sweep of low time frame liquidity, and then we sort of started seeing movement out of that, and then targeting highs here, and here, or wherever it was, I can't remember. Anyway, I hope that was handy. Like I say, like and share and all that sort of stuff. If this was handy, leave a comment. If there's anything that you want me to go over in a bit more detail, also let me know. I think this is one of the first sort of trade recaps I've done, so I'm still learning how best to do these. So yeah, if there's anything specific you'd like to see, let me know, and I'll start trying to do these a bit more frequently. I didn't mention the reason why I didn't take a long on NQ was because we didn't see a liquidity sweep. The first thing I look for is a liquidity sweep. If it's a continuation movement out of the previous session, which this one was, I only look for a low time frame liquidity sweep because we've already swept out a high time frame. But as you can see, market opened, we just rallied. We didn't see a liquidity sweep of this low time liquidity, hence why I took a long on ES. Anyway, I hope that was helpful, and yeah,